Hey guys, Mike B. Rolling here again. I got a hand on here I've been having a conversation with. I can't remember if this is the one that we did, kind of privately in the email, so I don't want to give out too much information. But I don't think he'll not mention any names anyway. I think he'll be all right. He had a situation where he had approximately $50,000 cash, and he was looking to get into owner-op. And I told him, I said, man, you could buy a nice truck for around 30 grand, get a real nice truck, and then put 20 in your maintenance account and be set. Have zero truck payment, no loan, have a paid for truck, and have your maintenance account already filled, ready to go. That'd be cool. And then he replied to me, and he was looking at glider kits, asking me, did I like glider kits? Hell to the yes, I like glider kits. That's what I did with the Beast. I built my own glider kit. When I was looking before it was the Beast, when I bought this truck, I was looking at the Coronado's Fitzgerald glider kits out of Tennessee down there. And it could be a Harris glider. There's two major glider kit builders. There's Fitzgerald down in Tennessee, and then Harris over in Altoona, Iowa. I was looking at doing that myself because the trucks themselves are fine. The Coronados, even if it's in a Columbia or I don't care if it's a 9400 International, the trucks are good. When you get that 12.7 Detroit, 3406 ECAT, N14 Select Plus Cummins, that's where the glider kit shines. The truck's not going to give any troubles. It's the emissions crap that's on these newer trucks that's the problems. So yeah, glider kits, hell yeah, all day long. But I was running into the same thing as he was. I wanted a 389P long nose, big old large car, but hell, they wanted like an extra $20,000 for a Peterbilt 389. I'm just not gonna pay that. That's silly, And unfortunately, the reason those Pete's are so expensive is there's a lot of silly people out there that'll pay for them. They'll pay that way overpriced truck. They'll pay it just because they got to have that large car. But no, the Coronados, they're very nice trucks, spacious, comfortable. I haven't owned one, but I've driven one, and they're very nice trucks. But that setup, that 12.7's probably got a 13-speed in it. I think Fitzgerald, as a general rule, put 355 gears in their gliders. If not, it's not that big a deal if you're not pulling heavy, But that glider, I think you said it was 55. And I replied on a comment, but I thought, I'll make a video so I can kind of go into a little more in depth into that. The guys that I'm recommended buy the old trucks like the pre-99s and things like that are guys that are looking to get into, if you got to run an E-Log anyway, you can go old 07 or older and stay out of all the emissions crap, with the exception of an EGR valve. But EGR valves are not that big of an issue. Once a year, you might have to contend with it, but it's 08 and on where they started the DPF. That's where all the problems are. So you stay 07 and older, you're golden. But there's a lot of trucks out there that are 06s, 07s, Freightliner Columbias, International 9400s. 10 grand, 11 grand, it's a way to step into a truck with very low overhead or very low upfront cost and have a truck that's paid for that's going to last you for years. But like this hand here, he was wanting looking at that Coronado for 55, and I said, yeah, what you could do is you got 50 grand, put 30 grand down on the truck, you're financing 25 grand. So you put 30 grand down, you finance 25 grand, probably do a 3-year loan, maybe even a 4-year loan. It's 2019, they'll probably still go 4 years on it. But that's going to put your truck payment $800, $850. That's sweet, dude. You're going to be just fine. You'll be just fine doing that. But you put your 30 grand down, finance the other 25, you still got 20,000 in your maintenance account. Dude, you're in like Flynn. You are set. You're ready to go. You're multiple steps ahead of everybody else. But I would recommend while we're in the beginning, when you're getting up and running, you've got your maintenance account filled, but you still want to save as much as you can. But right now, you're going to run everything you can run, and you're going to make money, but not a lot of money. We're hovering at the low end of a slow period here, or the low side of a slowdown. So save as much as you can on top of that 20 grand. It's just more power to you. But then as as soon as things start picking back up, you have a couple of good weeks. When you're ready to make that truck payment, make a double payment, triple payment. Get that thing paid off as fast as you can, because then you'll be sitting on I think it was a 2019. You'll be sitting on a 2019 truck with 500,000 miles on it. That's exactly my formula. That's what I've been doing for 25 years. That's 500,000 miles is where I buy my used trucks, between 500,000 to 600,000, and then I run them up to about 1.2 million, sell them off, buy another one. Now this one, I've spent a lot of money building it, and I got it built just the way I wanted, with the exception of the rear ends. I'm going to change them out. But I'm going to keep this truck for the long haul. But if anything ever happens to this truck, I'd buy that 2019 Glider for 55 grand with 500,000 miles on it. I'd buy that thing all day long and twice on Tuesday. That'd be, I would say definitely go ahead and do that. But for the guys that don't have quite maybe they can't get the financing and they want to get into trucking, go with the older trucks. Start out with an old cheap truck. I don't care what the mileage is on it. Just start out with an old cheap truck, get up and running, start saving your money, build, getting yourself established in the business. And then when you've got a little money saved up, you've got a good used truck that's, it's still worth a few grand. Plus you've got down payment, you trade that in and you get a little bit better truck. Run that for a few years, then you trade that in and sell, or go buy a new one. But each time you get a better and better truck. That's what I did. It took me 3 or 4 trucks before I started getting in. No, 2. Yeah, my second truck was nice. My third truck was sweet. So yeah, it took me 4 or 5 years before I started getting into really nice rigs. But I didn't have, literally I had nothing when I started out. I just jumped in there and, did the worked my ever-loving butt off, and just built it slowly and improved each time. If I changed a part, if I had a bird hit my sun visor or whatever, we're going back to stainless. That sun visor's junk, put a stainless one on there. I always upgrade. Every time I had to fix something, upgrade it. And that's before you know it, you'll have some pretty nice equipment. But yeah, I just want to do a quick video on that. But that's that 2019 that glider kit. If it's in decent shape, I'd jump all over that sucker. All right, guys, I got to get down the road, man. I got a lot of miles to do. Catch y'all later.